Everyone keeps asking me if I'm nervous because I'll be teaching or presenting a workshop at a national conference in a couple of days. And I realize that a lot of people's nervousness are unexpectations for themselves. It may not always be that they're ill prepared, but they care about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And so it's a part of their protection mechanism. Let me tell you why I think that. So, first of all, I'm always going to change the story. The way nerves are, our internal nerves physically, they're there to move our body and so we can have feelings and blood vessels and all that good stuff. At least that's how I see our nerves. And there's this statement that a lot of people say, "You getting on my nerves." And it's usually by irritation. And I try not to say that anymore after I've learned how to reframe a lot of things in my life. But because everyone kept saying, "Are you nervous? Are you this? Are you that?" And I felt a little confused because for me to be nervous means I would be ill prepared. I'm prepared because I'm going to go in authentically. I'm going to go in as me. I'm not pretending to be anybody else. I know the curriculum because I wrote the curriculum. And so I have no reason to be nervous. However, I also have a past where I have been on stage multiple times, where I have spoken in front of audience. I have facilitated smaller events. And so no, I'm not nervous. It's more like my, I have an expectation for myself, but I know not to be disappointed in what I deliver. I'm going to utilize my intuition for every moment from the meditation, how I'm going to read the room, how I'm going to read my co-facilitator, and the main thing is to manage the time to ensure that our participants are able to go through an experience that they will never forget. And so my nervousness is not for myself. It is the way I see how I will present and and receive the feedback that I'm going to get from the participants. So many people think of the old stories like they're gonna fail or they're gonna get laughed at about being on stage or being in front of a camera. In the Crown era, I don't care if anybody sees this video, if a million people sees this video. And the reason why I don't care when I say I don't care doesn't mean I don't want my heart to go because this is a desire of my heart. So I'm going to continue to be better and do better while I'm speaking to this little box up here that I call a camera. But I'm also know that energetically I'm speaking to you, even if it's one person or a million people. And for I come to the realization that the things that I do for myself, but I'm also a giver to the world to have this experience to show my self-care and my self-love and how I navigate the world can help somebody else navigate the world with their intuition and with their self-love and self-discovery in itself. So nervousness, let's go back to that because that was the main point of my the main point of this video. So I saw this quote about nervousness. It said, let me read it. Maybe those butterflies aren't nerves. Maybe they're your soul wings fluttering because it knows it's about to expand. And I thought that was so beautiful. So, as much as I want to evolve, I also want to expand my container. And I've been saying that all year. I wanted to continue to expand my container so I can be able to receive more at a heart level and at a soul level. And so I feel in the last couple of days that I've done so much that it's time for me to embody everything that I've done and just allow myself to give, 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 as well as receive, receive, receive. Receive the wholeness, receive the calm. I'm sure I'm going to get a little flutters right before I speak and go through the meditation. But overall, I have no negative nerves. I'm not a negative Nelly. So next time you think you're feeling a little bit of nervousness within yourself, and maybe even a possible doubt about your expectations of how you're going to deliver a new message or a conversation, or even stepping on stage like I will be in a couple of days, know that those flutters are for expansion and not to derail you of the perfection that you are. You, as long as you are able to do your best, be prepared, navigate your space, utilize your intuition, listen, observe, verbalize, and expand, as well as evolve through the situation, your nerves will reward you with something beautiful, something exciting, something rewarding. And I would like to reward you with the opportunity to be a part of the From Dear Diary to Dear Me experience coming up in December. I look forward for you guys to being with me to go through the Discovery Letter experience where you can just rewrite your whole life for 2026 by utilizing your intuition and getting in touch with your future self, your divine self, your quantum self, whatever self that is, your best self, and making a mark today that will last you all throughout the year. So before I close, remember the nervousness that you feel, reframe that story. Don't allow your nerves to be a burden, but a way to expand. Remember, your expansion is all that spirit wants from you. Divine love just wants you to continue to grow and expand in your own experiences so your experience can touch someone else's experiences. And as they overlap, that's how we get love. It's Coach Hunt. I love you so much. I have your greatest interest at heart. Bye.